Thursday, July 5. This is the news on PBCJ. I am Simone Absalom. Regional heads of government are being urged to establish the single market. This from Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who assumed the chairmanship of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM, on July 1, 2018. Addressing the opening ceremony of the 39th regular meeting of the CARICOM heads of government at the Montego Bay Convention Center, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said that the regional leaders should set measurable and verifiable programs of action to fulfill the outstanding obligations within a 5-year period.
Among the main issues covered in the resolution is the need for CARICOM member states to make a clear and definitive commitment to establishing the single market with specific, time-bound, measurable, and verifiable programs of actions to fulfill all outstanding obligations within a period of 5 years. In the coming months, we will place special emphasis on those initiatives which have the most potential for streamlining at the national and regional levels.
The new CARICOM chairman said that the survival of any institution depends on introspection and renewal. This point was reiterated by Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley.
That while Barbados must of necessity look inward to fix what is broken, to restore hope and to heal a nation, my government will not ever stop looking out from within our shores. For Barbados, our Caribbean identity is intrinsic to our values, our culture, and our way of life. Our people in the region share a common history, and I remain convinced that our strength, our survival, and our success lie in being able to mount together against the challenges that we face across the region. As I've said on many occasions, including in this country, we are always better walking together than walking alone.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness has expressed confidence that the Caribbean Court of Justice, the CCJ, under the leadership of new President Justice Adrian Saunders, will continue to guard the rights of the Caribbean people. Holness was speaking at the swearing-in ceremony of Justice Saunders at the Hyatt Ziva Hotel, Montego Bay, St. James yesterday. The new president was sworn in by Governor General Sir Patrick Allen.
Today we warmly welcome another distinguished jurist and Caribbean son from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Honorable Justice Adrian Saunders. Justice Saunders, the tongue of good report has already preceded you, as we have heard, and I join with everyone gathered here and elsewhere in the region to pray that success, good health, and personal satisfaction attend you in this high office. Welcome to the position with all its rights, privileges, and responsibilities. I invite you now to take and subscribe to the oath of office.
For his part, Secretary General of the Caribbean Community, Ambassador Erwin LaRocque, said the appointment represents a milestone in our judicial history and sends a positive message to all about the standards of our legal education institutions. In his response, Justice Saunders, who is also chairman of the Caribbean Association of Judicial Officers, said that as he takes on the responsibility of the CCJ, he considers himself to be very fortunate.
I'm only too well aware of the fact that I am the first president of the CCJ who has received legal training entirely in the Caribbean. This is a circumstance that signals the growing maturity of the court as it marches forward as another Caribbean institution, forging its own destiny, catering specifically to the imperatives of our region, guided by our own unique insights. We, who have produced such beloved icons as Derek Walcott and Telford Georges, Hugh Wooding and Usain Bolt, Gary Sobers and Vidya Naipaul, Arthur Lewis, Bob Marley, to list just a few, have no good reason to doubt our ability to grasp full responsibility for interpreting and applying our own laws.
He obtained a Bachelor of Laws degree from the University of the West Indies, Cave Hill in 1975 and the Legal Education Certificate at the Hugh Wooding Law School in Trinidad and Tobago in 1977. He was called to the bar of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in that same year. He worked with Sir Dennis at the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court and was later united with him in 2011 when Sir Dennis was appointed president of the CCJ. Members of Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriations Committee, the PAAC, on Wednesday questioned whether the new Human Resource Manager at Petegem, Yolande Ramharak, was qualified to be appointed to the post. Acting General Manager at Petegem, Telroy Morgan, was asked by PAAC Chairman Dr. Wickham McNeil to outline Ms. Ramharak's qualifications. In the meantime, Ms. Ramharak defended her appointment. She said when she was first employed as Human Resource Manager in February 2017, she was being paid approximately $10 million per year. She said the remuneration is consistent with that paid to all managers at Petegem. She was answering questions from PAAC members Alando Terilong and Fitz Jackson, expanding on what led to her appointment. Ms. Ramharak told the PAAC that a myriad of skills, qualifications and competencies were required for the appointment. Petegem's acting general manager, Telroy Morgan, intervened. He told PAAC Chairman Dr. Wickham McNeil that the ideal process is for the entity to submit in writing answers to the committee's questions about Ramharak's appointment. Dr. McNeil agreed. We'll continue to follow the story as it develops. The National Works Agency, NWA, is urging motorists to proceed with caution along Duhaney Drive in St. Andrew today, as the agency will commence critical drainage improvement works in the vicinity of the Duhaney Park Police Station. Manager, Communication and Customer Services at the NWA, Stephen Shaw, said the agency will be replacing a defective lateral drain grating, and this will see traffic being reduced intermittently to single lane over the next 2 weeks to facilitate the repair works. Mr. Shaw explained in a release that the works are being carried out to prevent the grating from falling into further disrepair. The agency, he said, has to treat with the situation urgently in the interest of public safety. The NWA said works will be carried out in 2 phases over the next 14 days at a cost of $1.5 million. And motorists should see an increase in the pumps in the price of gasoline and diesel effective today. According to the latest ex-refinery costs from Petegem, 87 and 19-octane gasoline will be sold for $135.03 and $137.86 per litre, respectively, up from $1.45 each. Automotive diesel fuel will be sold for $134.70 per litre, following an increase of $196, while ultra-low sulfur diesel is up by $1.59, which will be sold for $139.32 per litre. Kerosene increased in price by $1.70 and will be sold for $115.55 per litre. Propane liquid petroleum will be sold for $51.11 per litre, up by $2, and butane liquid petroleum will be sold for $56.66 per litre, after an increase of $2.41. Remember, marketing companies and retailers will add their respective markup to these prices. In regional news, the Caribbean should see fewer storms, and the chance of a major hurricane hitting the region is significantly less than it was when the 2018 Atlantic hurricane season began. That's according to the latest forecast released by meteorologist Phil Klotzbach and his team at the Colorado State University on Monday. They predict that there will be 10 storms, 11 in total when subtropical storm Alberto, which formed in May, is included. And 4 of them will become hurricanes, with one of those being a major hurricane, category 3, 4, or 5. In sports, Jamaica's top 400 meters hurdler Genevieve Russell will look to continue her winning ways today when she competes in Lausanne, Switzerland, the 8th leg of the Diamond League series. Russell, the top Jamaican this year in Diamond League competition, will be looking to maintain her dominance over American Delilah Muhammad, following her win over a few days ago in Hungary. After a long break from the Diamond League circuit, Jamaica's Olympic champion Elaine Thompson will line up in the women's 100 meters, where she will renew rivalry with Ivory Coast duo Muriel Ahor and Diamond League leader Marie-Josie Talou. Talou, with a season best of 10.85 seconds, will be hoping to continue her fine form, but her teammate Ahor, with a best 10.90 and Thompson 10.93, will find it tough. And that's the news. Thank you so much for making it PBCJ. Remember, we are the People's Station.